Harris Hospital, 5 people are being treated. The names of 3 have been released. Nurses say some were burned. Others suffered from broken bones.
Most of them had a lot of broken bones, lots of lacerations. Most of them went to Parkland with burns. Most of them are stable now.
74-year-old Sidney Siegel is in critical condition tonight with third-degree burns over 35% of his body. Andrea Goodkid, whose age has not been released, is in fair condition. She has a fractured leg and some soft tissue injuries. A third person, Paul Koch, was also burned. He is in serious condition. And hospital officials say they have had more than enough help from medical volunteers.
We did have at least 10 or 12 physicians, and the staff I couldn't give you numbers on, but we had more than enough.
Were you pleased with the volunteers?
Very pleased with the response, very pleased with the action.
How about the general public? Have you had people come in saying they want to give blood?
I understand we have about 35 or 40 volunteers willing to donate blood downstairs in our cafeteria.
There were some reports many of the victims had been evacuated by air to Carswell Air Force Base, but officials there say they have received no patients from the crash. John McKay, Channel 8 News, Fort Worth.
Can you tell us what you saw, where you were when all this happened?
I was headed west on 114, and the rain was so hard you couldn't see 30 foot in front of you. And all of a sudden it seemed like just caught a tire, a glimpse of a tire, and a big jolt just bounced my car. I pulled over and trying to gain myself, and I got out and walked over toward this other car and saw the guy had been taken out of it, and he was like 30 foot from his car. He was decapitated, and I don't know, it just still trying to gather everything right now. I can't believe it happened.
So his car, did the plane hit your car and then hit his car?
Yes.
What happened? Did you see anything after that?
I turned back and I saw just like a big explosion right over there, the ball of fire and the mushroom cloud.
Any sign of life coming from that in terms of anybody running from the plane or anything like that?
None whatsoever.
Okay. How bad did the situation get out here? We see several smashed cars.
As far as I know, my car and the other car over here is the only one that got hit. The other wrecks are just vehicles themselves hit each other.
So the one man you say is an apparent fatality would be the only casualty out here as far as motorists. Is that right, as far as you know?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, thank you very much.
Rescue workers poured into the scene minutes after Delta Flight 191 went down. They rushed to remove a handful of stunned and terrified passengers from the remains of the charred jumbo jet.
We hit a water tower. I think it was a wind shear. Did you see any lightning? No.
But in the words of one official at the scene, there were far more who died tonight on Flight 191 than survived. In all, about 20 people were taken to area hospitals for treatment. Rescue workers carefully moved the rest, putting their bodies on stretchers and taking them a distance from the main crash site. According to officials, the Delta jet was en route nonstop from Fort Lauderdale to DFW Airport and was to go on to Los Angeles. Delta officials say 166 passengers and 11 crew members were on board.